Gentlemen, let us speak honestly. Are you a masturbator? In the silence of your room, have you ever wondered if it's still healthy after 50 or 60 years of age? If you are in any way being harmed by this practice? If you've ever wondered about that, know that you're not alone. Confusion, antiquated myths, and a glaring lack of trustworthy, understandable information surround this subject. For males in their adult years, it's one of the most prevalent but hidden worries, and it's simple to understand why there is so much ambiguity after examining the data that is currently accessible. Millions of men still engage in self-care without knowing the true impact on their hormones, prostate health, or ability to function with a partner. I made this video for that reason. No more misunderstandings or myths. We'll delve into the science today and reveal the 10 life-changing advantages of mature masturbating. We won't stop there, though. Additionally, I'll outline the 10 hazards you should be aware of in order to make this activity a health ally rather than an adversary. What you're going to learn today could transform your life, so stay with me. Let's begin with the positive update. First place, it maintains the strength and health of your penis. Consider your penis a muscular system that requires activity, not just an organ. In essence, gaining an erection is a form of exercise. It causes the corpora cavernosa, which are spongy tissues, to experience a sharp rise in blood flow. Think of them as balloons that require frequent inflation to maintain their elasticity. Regular exercise like this is a natural kind of physical treatment. It maintains the tissue's strength, suppleness, and reactivity. Without this exercise, those tissues may eventually become rigid and less able to retain blood, a condition called penile fibrosis. Because of this, many men discover that their erections aren't as strong or durable as they once were. Keeping up this regimen is similar to going to the gym for your cock. By actively combating the effects of aging, you can make sure that your body will be prepared to react with the same resoluteness as it did years ago. The second advantage, which serves as a silent protector of your long-term health, is maybe the most significant of all. It supports the health of the prostate. Although I am aware that many men worry about prostate cancer, what if I told you that your body already has one of the best defenses against it? A strong connection has been discovered by extensive research, including a seminal study from Harvard University. The risk of prostate cancer decreases with increasing ejaculation frequency. According to the notion, regular ejaculation serves as a flushing mechanism that eliminates old secretions and potentially cancer-causing chemicals that accumulate in the prostate ducts. It's similar to routinely bringing out the trash from your home. It becomes poisonous if you allow it to accumulate. It's the same with your prostate. Every ejaculation is an act of purification, a means of maintaining a safe and healthy inside environment. It's your personal defense system, and science is just now realizing how effective it is. Thirdly, it serves as the basis for almost all aspects of your personal well-being. It makes your pelvic floor stronger. Consider your pelvic floor to be the house's foundation. The pubococcygeus muscle, which is essential for supporting everything above it, is part of this network of strong muscles. Everything functions well when that base is solid. Cracks in the system begin to show when it becomes weaker. These secret muscles are basically worked out in the gym by the repetitive spasms of orgasm. That foundation is toned and strengthened with each contraction, which is a brief exercise. What makes this so important? For older men, a robust pelvic floor is in charge of 3 important functions: stronger erections. Stronger, more sustained erections are ensured by its ability to retain blood in the penis. Control of ejaculation. You have more control over when your climax occurs if your muscles are powerful. Prevention of incontinence. It serves as your main line of defense against dribbles and leaks, which are frequent and embarrassing problems that many men deal with in private. Therefore, not all orgasms are only pleasurable experiences. It's a reinforcing act that guarantees your foundation remains strong for the rest of your life. The fourth advantage is one that all contemporary men are in dire need of: Frequent practice acts as a stress reduction natural remedy. The stress hormone, cortisol, is abundant in our bodies because we live in a high-pressure environment. The silent killer is chronic cortisol. It ages you from the inside out, increases blood pressure, induces worry, and disrupts sleep. However, your body has a protection system in place. It is evident from scientific studies. Cortisol levels drop significantly and instantly during orgasm. It's as if your brain flips a switch to stop the production of stress. There is more than simply short-term respite from this cortisol decrease. It's an effective tool for your general well-being. Reduced cortisol levels relax the nervous system, which lessens anxiety, and assist control blood pressure, which is essential for cardiovascular health. Therefore, this pleasure-giving behavior is not limited to the body. In our hectic environment, it's among the best things you can do for your heart and mental well-being. Fifth, a variety of positive neurochemicals are released. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter linked to motivation and pleasure, and oxytocin, sometimes referred to as the bonding hormone, are released into the brain during an orgasm. This all-natural mood enhancer fosters emotional connection and a sense of well-being, both of which are critical for mental health. Sixth, it helps people identify bodily problems on their own. You become intimately aware with your own anatomy when you engage in self-pleasure. One of the best methods for men to identify early indicators of diseases like penile fibrosis, testicular cancer, or other anomalies that could go undiscovered is to regularly examine themselves. Seventh, it enhances the quality of sleep. A strong sedative effect is produced following an orgasm by the release of hormones such as prolactin and oxytocin, along with a decrease in cortisol. This promotes deep relaxation, which makes it simpler to achieve deep, restorative sleep, something that frequently gets harder as people age. Eighth, it improves blood circulation throughout the pelvis. Masturbation enhances blood flow throughout the pelvic area in addition to the penis. By avoiding problems with stagnation and poor circulation, this is good for the health of the bladder, prostate, and surrounding muscles. Ninth, it can be used as an ejaculatory control training strategy. Masturbation offers a secure, private setting for men who struggle with premature ejaculation to practice methods such as the stop and start approach. This can help you gain more control over your body and better interpret its cues, which can lead to partnered sex. 10th, it maintains your neurological networks and sexual drive. The largest sex organ is the brain. You can maintain the activity of the brain circuits linked to desire and arousal by consistently participating in sexual imagination and physical stimulation. This keeps your sexual reactivity and libido in check, even if you don't have a regular partner. However, concentrating just on the positives would not provide a complete picture. Mindfulness is a beneficial practice. Let's now discuss the 10 possible hazards or adverse consequences you should be aware of in order to make this practice a source of health rather than issues. I want to make sure we're in agreement before we proceed. Please leave a comment if you have found this material useful. Type 0 if not. The most valuable tool I have to get better is your candid criticism. To ensure you don't miss any of this discussion, if you haven't already, think about clicking the like button and subscribing. Social isolation is the first danger. This becomes an issue when self-gratification takes the place of genuine human connection and ceases to be a component of a healthy sexual life. Here, awareness is the answer. Make sure this practice enhances your life rather than enables you to distance yourself from it. The risk of skin microtears comes in second. This typically occurs when masturbation is done without the right lubricant or with excessive aggression. These tiny tears have the potential to irritate, inflame, and possibly serve as an infection entrance route. The answer is straightforward. Use a high-quality water-based lubrication and always be gentle. Desensitization comes in third. Your brain can be trained to react solely to that particular touch if you repeatedly stimulate it with the same pressure and rhythm. Arousal or an orgasm with a partner may become more challenging as a result. The secret is to change up your attention, rhythm, and technique. Fourth, it may conceal erectile dysfunction's root reasons. It could be tempting to overlook the problem if you are only able to get an erection when masturbating, and not with a partner. This could, however, conceal major underlying medical issues, including diabetes, heart disease, or hormone imbalances. It is imperative that you consult a physician if you observe this pattern. Speaking of underlying reasons, I must take a moment to discuss this since it is really significant. Although this video provides the what, I would like to recommend a resource that provides a potent natural remedy and discusses the why. I think this video presentation is crucial for any man who is worried about his sexual well-being. It presents an oddly straightforward 60-second do-it-yourself solution that aims to address what recent research indicates is the actual underlying cause of many of these male performance problems. The goal is not to hide symptoms. The goal is to restore your youthful firmness and stamina using only natural methods. You should definitely watch it. In the pinned comment beneath this video, I'll provide the direct URL, so you may watch it as soon as we're done here. Go ahead and open that link in a new browser. Now that you have that resource at your disposal, it is imperative that we discuss the other threats you should be aware of. Nerve compression brought on by bad posture is the fifth risk. Many men lean over or sit on hard chairs while masturbating, which can compress the pelvic pudendal nerve. This may eventually result in pelvic pain or genital numbness. Practice should ideally be done in a comfortable, relaxed position, such as lying down with the right support. Sixth, it may develop into a harmful emotional coping strategy. Masturbation can develop into a behavioral dependency if it's your sole coping mechanism for stress, boredom, or dissatisfaction. It's important to have a variety of tools for managing your emotions, such as physical activity, meditation, and social interaction. Feelings of shame and guilt rank seventh. Strong cultural or religious taboos around self-gratification were ingrained in the minds of many males. To assist reframe this natural behavior in a healthier way, it can be quite helpful to speak with a sex-positive therapist or counselor if those sentiments continue to bother you. Pelvic congestion is number 8. A feeling of heaviness or soreness in the testicles and pelvic region can occasionally result from too frequent ejaculation, which occurs many times a day for an extended length of time, even though infrequent ejaculation is a risk factor for prostate problems. Moderation is the answer. Pay attention to your body's cues. The ninth is a possible effect on the quality of semen. Only when you and your partner are actively attempting to conceive is this a cause for concern. Ejaculating every day can momentarily lower sperm concentration, but it has no negative effects on long-term fertility. Studies indicate that a duration of abstinence ranging from 2 to 5 days is ideal for quality. The 10th is a detachment from reality, which is frequently connected to pornography. Masturbation can skew your expectations and make it harder to connect with a real-life partner if it starts to largely rely on excessive or unrealistic pornography. Therefore, balance is where the real wisdom is found. Instead of depending only on visual assistance, the secret is to cultivate your mind using your own memories and creativity. As you can see, there's no right or wrong answer in the debate over masturbation after the age of 60. It's about realizing that it's only a tool and that a tool's power comes from how we use it, not the instrument itself. Mindfulness is the key component that transforms this tool into a positive force. It becomes a cornerstone of your health and vitality when you practice it mindfully, with respect for your body, and most importantly, in moderation. I hope that this discussion has illuminated a subject that is far too frequently ignored. I'd really like to know what you think now. What did you learn today that opened your eyes the most? Leave a comment below with your opinions. As truth-seeking men, let's continue this crucial conversation. If this content was helpful to you, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs more frank advice on maturity and health. To be the first to know when our next talk starts, remember to ring the bell. I'll see you in the future video, and stay well.